war with China would produce destruction on a scale unseen by the United States since 1945.
In the labyrinth of global military strategy, a shadowy development has emerged on the horizon.
We watch closely China's development of armament and advanced capabilities.
Shrouded in secrecy and strategic implications, recent reports suggest that China, an emerging powerhouse on the world stage.
If that's true, then we now have to start worrying about whether every Chinese satellite might not, in fact, be a disguised nuclear warhead.
May be crafting a groundbreaking addition to its military arsenal, an enigmatic near-space command, armed with the prowess of hypersonic capabilities. A combination of China's hypersonic capability and its space power would shift the balance of power globally.
Because they're fast and they can avoid detection, they can decrease the amount of warning time we have and the amount of decision time that leaders have to respond in a crisis if hypersonic weapons are used.
Today's episode will cover China's new Near Space Command, a perfect addition for its military. In a groundbreaking move that could redefine modern warfare, China has reportedly established a Near Space Command, armed with a formidable hypersonic weapons force, a move believed to be the first of its kind globally.
What is very clear is that China is pushing to develop its nuclear capabilities, its strategic intercontinental capabilities.
This new branch operates directly under the highest echelons of the People's Liberation Army, PLA, standing alongside the Army, Air Force, Navy, and rocket branches. But when did this extraordinary force come into being? The exact timeline remains elusive, adding an air of mystery to this strategic development. Imagine the clandestine maneuvers and covert preparations as China ushers in a new era of military prowess. The National University of Defense Technologies researchers, responsible for shedding light on this covert initiative, emphasize the rapid development of the Near-Space Combat Force. Picture a force still in its infancy, with units not yet fully formed and combat operations lacking standardization. The intrigue deepens as we explore the researchers' assertion that the contested edge of space could be the battleground where the fates of future conflicts are sealed. How would the dynamics of warfare shift when the boundaries between Earth and space become the stage for precise and merciless engagements? The paper underscores the strategic importance of near space, highlighting its potential to determine the outcome of battles. What could be the ramifications of this contested zone, as the Near Space Force is equipped for merciless attacks on critical targets? One cannot help but wonder about the geopolitical implications. How might actions in this sensitive area trigger diplomatic or political reactions, reshaping the landscape of global relations? It's a delicate balance, the need for strategic dominance versus the potential for unintended consequences. Beyond the intrigue of military maneuvers, the researchers emphasize the dual nature of hypersonic weapons as both a trump card and a diplomatic challenge for China. The paradoxical nature of these weapons, capable of hitting any point on Earth with unstoppable speed, poses a conundrum in the realm of international relations. Picture the delicate dance of power, where a misstep in decision-making could lead to political and diplomatic upheavals. How does a nation navigate the delicate dance between military might and global relationships? The Near Space Force, not content with hypersonic weapons alone, operates an array of automated platforms, including spy balloons and solar-powered drones. These platforms, while moving at low speeds, boast the ability to stay at high altitudes for weeks or even months. Envision a fleet of silent sentinels patrolling the skies, providing critical surveillance and communication relay services. How might this silent force shape the dynamics of future conflicts, silently observing from the edge of space? As we delve deeper into the paper, a vivid image emerges of the Near Space Command's war room, where tension hangs thick in the air. Top commanders and frontline soldiers work side by side, with senior officials issuing tactical orders that may extend beyond their usual responsibilities. The question arises, how does this dynamic within the command structure impact decision-making and coordination during high-stakes situations? The intricacies of strategic planning and execution in the midst of tension create a captivating narrative. In the event of a hot war, the researchers stress the need for deep understanding among the Near Space Force's commanders. This understanding encompasses international strategic situations, national policies, and strategic guidelines. Imagine the pressure on these commanders, tasked not only with planning and commanding from a high position, but also with the responsibility of swift decision-making to shorten response times. How does the Near Space Force navigate the complex web of global politics and military strategy? The paper unveils a high-stakes scenario where potential enemies are well aware of the Near Space Force's existence, seeking every means to destroy it in the event of a conflict. The command headquarters and control stations become key targets, setting the stage for intense competition in reconnaissance and strikes. Picture a high-stakes chess game where the survival of the Near Space Force becomes a strategic imperative. How do these commanders navigate the constant threat of enemy reconnaissance and destruction? In the intricate dance of conflict and military strategy, the potential deployment of China's hypersonic near-space command introduces a paradigm shift in the uses and implications of this emerging force. At its core, the Near Space Command is envisioned as a formidable tool for precise and merciless attacks, designed to reshape the dynamics of conflict in ways previously unexplored. The hypersonic capabilities of this force raise the specter of a rapid and devastating assault on critical targets, presenting a strategic advantage that could significantly alter the course of a military engagement. Picture a scenario where heavily protected military assets, such as giant antennas and major communication hubs, become the primary targets. In the theater of war, the Near Space Force's hypersonic weapons, trained on these assets, could potentially cripple an adversary's war machine, delivering a blow to their ability and willingness to engage in prolonged conflict. This capability to strategically dismantle key infrastructure heralds a new era where the pace and outcome of battles could be decisively influenced by the deployment of this cutting-edge force. Furthermore, the Near Space Command extends its reach beyond military targets, hinting at a potential shift in the rules of engagement. As the researchers suggest, the force might not shy away from targeting civilian infrastructure, such as SpaceX's launch pads in the United States. This audacious prospect raises ethical and diplomatic questions, thrusting the Near Space Force into the realm of global political chess. Imagine the implications of such attacks on crucial civilian infrastructure, disrupting not only military capabilities but also impacting the broader societal and economic fabric. The potential for hypersonic weapons to strike rocket launch sites and neutralize an enemy's ability to launch anti-satellite missiles unveils a multifaceted strategy where precision and mercilessness are not confined to the traditional boundaries of military engagement. The Near Space Command, with its hypersonic capabilities, emerges as a force capable of redefining the very nature of conflict, blurring the lines between military and civilian targets in the pursuit of strategic dominance. Beyond the immediate impact on military and civilian infrastructure, the researchers hint at a broader strategy, striking at the heart of adversary satellite networks. As the force sets its sights on giant antennas and communication hubs, the intent to disable an adversary's satellite capabilities becomes apparent. Picture a scenario where the Near Space Command strategically disrupts communication networks and satellite-based intelligence, rendering an adversary blind and impeding their ability to gather crucial information. This nuanced approach underscores the force's role not just in direct assaults, but also in dismantling the intricate web of connectivity that underpins modern military operations. All in all, China's Near Space Command introduces a new chapter in military strategy, with hypersonic weapons and automated platforms shaping the future of conflict. The blurred lines between Earth and space, the delicate dance of power and diplomacy, and the high-stakes game of survival create a narrative that captivates the imagination. As the Near Space Force emerges from the shadows, the world watches, pondering the geopolitical shifts and military strategies that may redefine the nature of warfare in the 21st century. With much about China's insane new Near Space Command covered, it is time to wrap this one up.